Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Surender and today we are going to discuss about Windows PowerShell profiles. What is a profile? A Windows PowerShell profile is a script that runs when you start Windows PowerShell. You can use profile as a logon script to customize the environment, and you can add commands, aliases, functions, variables, modules, etc. so that they are available in every session without having to import or recreate them. So why profiles are important? Because generally, while you add functions or variables, you are actually adding them only to the current Windows PowerShell session. If you exit the PowerShell session or close the PowerShell windows, all your variables or functions are lost. Now let me tell you the types of Windows PowerShell profiles. Windows PowerShell has different types of profiles. Both PowerShell console and PowerShell ISE have their own profiles. Here's a table which will show you the list of profiles the PowerShell has. You can see that PowerShell has 6 different types of profiles, and path to profiles and their description is mentioned in this table. And in this profile path, you will see 3 main variables, starting with $profile automatic variable, which stores the path to Windows PowerShell profile that are available in current session. And the $ps home variable stores the installation directory of Windows PowerShell, whereas $home variable stores the current user's home directory. Now let's go to Windows PowerShell console and let's examine the profile variable. Here's our PowerShell console. So when you query the profile variable, it returns the path to current user current host profile. This is a great way to easily access the path to profile. Let's type in the command in PowerShell console and let's see the results. When you run $profile command, you will get the complete path to this variable, complete path to the profile. And if you run the same command in PowerShell ISE, you will get some somewhat different output. Let me show you this. So here is Windows PowerShell ISE session. I'm going to run the same command here, and the output is somewhat different, and the difference is in the name of profile file, that is Microsoft.PowerShell ISE _profile, and in console the name is Microsoft.PowerShell _profile. Now let me close this PowerShell ISE. So now before I start creating PowerShell profile, let's first check if profile already exists. PowerShell has a nice commandlet test path to verify the path. This commandlet basically returns Boolean value, that is true or false. If the path exists, it will return true, otherwise returns false. To determine if a specific profile exists, use the test path commandlet and the appropriate $profile variable. For example, to determine if a current user current host profile exists, you can use the $profile variable with no modifier, or you can also use with current user current host property. Let me show you. Test path profile, enter. It returns false, or I can also run this like current user current host. Both commands are doing same thing basically. In the similar manner, you can check the existence of all the profiles I shown you in the table. For example, to check the profile of all user all hosts, you run this command like all user all hosts. This returns true in my case because I have already created a profile. So in this example, we're not going to create current user, sorry, we are not going to use all user all host profile. For this video, I'm going to show you to create current user current host profile. Now let's start creating current user current host profile. You know that the path to current user current host is stored in $profile variable, so that the command to create current user current host profile will be like this: new item path profile type file. Okay, you can either run this command like this, or if you want to overwrite any error messages, you can add for switch. Basically, the first parameter will cause a profile to created if you already had one. This means your old profile will be overwritten automatically by the command. Okay, so you can see new profile gets created with the file name as shown here. Now go ahead and customize the profile. The PowerShell profile is nothing but a regular file with PS1 extension, and you can use any text editor like Notepad or PowerShell ISE or Notepad++, whatever you would like to use. You can use the editor to open this file. The following command illustrates how to open the PowerShell profile via Notepad. We'll write Notepad and here it is open. The PowerShell profile gets open in Notepad. Now you can start adding your custom aliases, functions, variables, etc. by simply typing the commands as you do in PowerShell console. For demonstration purpose, I'm going to add some basic code in this file, and let's see how it works. The first line of code is set location. This is the command which is used to basically set the directory. When we launch PowerShell, it will automatically set the directory to this location. What we are going to write in this: another command we will write is new alias gh for get help. Because get help is most widely used commandlet to get help about any commandlet, and by default get help does not have any alias created. So every time we have to type the full name of commandlet. That's why I prefer adding get help alias, that is gh. And one more thing we would like to add is Start-Transcript. Start-Transcript basically starts the recording of commands and their output to a regular text file with the date and timestamp. So we are going to add Start-Transcript like path the path we are adding here must be existing. It means we must have a directory with the name logs in our D drive, and then the name of file would go like this, and to add the date in the file name we can use get date command like this, format the date to YYYY the extension of file. Append is used to append the text or output of PowerShell console to same file every time I open the console session. So basically what it does is it creates only one file for every day when I launch PowerShell session. To suppress any error or output messages, we can use force switch. Okay, so now let's save this file and close the current Windows PowerShell session and reopen the PowerShell session, and let's see what happens. I am closing this PowerShell console session and launching it again. Yeah, here we go. It gives a message, and this error pops up because PowerShell has a default execution policy which is set to restricted, which does not allow the script execution or loading of PowerShell profiles. So let me tell you what is execution policy first, and then we will overcome this error, sort out this error. The execution policy is a part of security strategy of Windows PowerShell. It determines whether you can load configuration files or run scripts. The default setting is to restricted, as I told earlier. So to allow the loading of profiles, you must set the execution policy to remote signed or unrestricted. The unrestricted policy may expose your system to risk, so I will prefer setting the policy to remote signed. To set the execution policy, we have to run the command set execution policy. The command will be like this: set execution policy, and the setting remote signed. To suppress the errors or output, I'll use force parameter. Okay, the execution policy is now set. So let's exit the current PowerShell session and reopen it again, and let's see if our profile gets loaded. Oops, there is something. Let's dig it out. What the error is basically saying: cat 24 string is missing the terminator. Okay, so we have to open the PowerShell profile again, and I have missed the closing parenthesis, these inverted commas. So I'm adding this, closing this, and reopening this PowerShell session. Okay, so now what it is actually saying is that DMyScripts does not exist. I think there is this typo in the name of directory. The actual name is MyScripts. Let's correct it. Scripts. Other error is that alias gh already exists. This is because I have already defined same code in my all user all host profile, and this alias is already existing, so I have to remove it from all user all host profile. Save this profile and then reopen this session. Here we go. You can see that transcript is started. Output file is d logs my command and current date. You can see the every command I run is logged into this file. Let's see your file. My scripts, sorry, logs my commands. Here it is. So guys, that's all about PowerShell profiles. If you are new to Windows PowerShell world and want to learn more about Windows PowerShell, you can visit my website. I'm leaving the link in description of this video. Don't forget to press like button if you find this video helpful. Thanks for watching.